Greetings, Cavaliers and Toastmasters. A good evening to one and all present here. I'm so happy to be in this joint meeting, getting new friends, and learning something new. So, before we go with the ground rights for quality meeting, let me share a small quote with you. Here is where leaders are made, said Ralph Medley. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Effective leaders lead by example. They have a clear vision. They take action themselves and inspire others to follow their path. Now, here are some ground rights for quality meeting. As Cavaliers, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from discussing those topics. Always have your videos on. Unmute only when you speak. Do not do actions that might interrupt the speaker. Do not leave the meeting until it ends. I hereby hand over the control to the president of Eloquent Elites Gavel Club, Gavelier Anshita Agrawal, who is a student of Hiranandani Foundation International School. She enjoys reading and playing basketball. Her clay art called Slimacious and her book on it shows her creativity. She enjoys doing community work too. Over to you, Gavelier Anshita Agrawal.
Thank you so much, Tanushree, for that very warm introduction. A very warm welcome to dear guests, fellow Cavaliers, and respected Toastmasters. As presiding officer, I call the meeting to order. Shall we pass the agenda first before we move on with the proceedings? So, are there any corrections to the agenda? Assuming there are no corrections,
There are no corrections.
I request a fellow Cavalier Toastmaster to propose and second the motion to pass the agenda.
Agni, where are you? She's here, but I don't see her video on. Okay, anybody from Virudhunagar Club can do it?
Ma'am, I will do it.
Yes, please do it. Yes.
I, Agnindrani Ghosh of Eloquent Elites Gavel Club, propose the agenda to be passed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody has to second it. So can somebody from Virudhunagar Club do it? Yes, Danushka. Yes, please. Please second the motion. Say that I, Cavalier Danushka from Danushkodi Gavel Club, second the motion to pass the agenda.
I'm Gaveliya Danushka of Virudhunagar Gavel Club, who seconds the meeting.
Seconds the motion to pass the agenda. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The agenda is now adopted. Welcome to the 34th meeting of Eloquent Elites Gavel Club and the 398th meeting of Virudhunagar Gavel Club, our first joint meeting together. My hearty congrats to Sergeant at Arms Tanushree for that vibrant opening. The privilege of introducing her in detail goes to Gavel Master of the Day, Dhanushka. Let me introduce the Gavel Master of the Day. Dhanushka is a Vedic math enthusiast who presented a paper in the recent mathematics conference happened in Mysore. Her presence is always a motivation for others. Dhanushka is a rare gem as she also excels in basketball. Over to you, Gavilia Dhanushka.
Thank you for your warm introduction and good evening, Gaveliers. I'm Gaveliya Danushka and I'm going to introduce you the theme of the day, that is Leaders Unified. And we are now unified to spread or share new information to widen our ideas. And I'm here to introduce you an important two quote that are leaders are the readers and the world belongs to the one who reads. And when we quote this according to our theme of the day, it becomes the world belongs to the one who leads the other. Each and every leader has a unique character, but every leader has a similar character that is to unify the other. From Martin Luther to Malala Yousafzai, everyone helps his followers or the people to learn more or to get more information. And I would start the educational. I would hand over this meeting to the educational session to start education speaker to start the educational session.
Can you introduce this? Have you got the introduction of the speaker
Not
of the educational session? I had sent it to your this thing. If you have not got, then I will introduce her. We have to introduce her before we start.
Okay, ma'am.
No problem. It looks like you have not received it. So it's my privilege to introduce her. No problem. I will introduce the speaker today. I would first like to highlight her. The speaker today is Sakshi Shrivastava. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here. You have never ever said no to any of my requests, anytime. Always you have presented, and I know very well that you are very busy and so occupied, yet you have been kind enough. I remember you came for our joint meetings in Toastmasters, and your general role as general evaluator. The report was widely appreciated. Everybody loved it. In fact, I put it as a separate clipping and I shared it in all the several clubs that as an example of a very cheerful, positive evaluation. At the same time, very precise and giving the wonderful exact areas where we can improve. So that has been my experience with you. And also as leaders in the selecting of the leader team, we were together and I observed that you are very spot on in your observations, and we enjoyed always the camaraderie with you. So thankful for being here. And it is my proud privilege, as I said, to introduce our speaker of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Sakshi Srivastava. She has been a diamond when she was the past president of RG Orators Toastmasters Club. The club earned Diamond Club award. Imagine. So look at the quantum of hard work that she has put in. It's very tough, I'm telling you, to even distinguish, to get the president-elect or any kind of recognition for the club, because it is not just one member. Every member has got to contribute. It's very difficult to motivate and keep the team together. And she has excelled in that as a leader, as an example. So when a speaker comes and speaks from experience, that shows through, right? She has been a software developer and she's currently a content digital writer. She's a coach for TEDx speakers. She has been area director of Area J2 in the year 2020 and division director of Division G in 2021. District Leadership Nomination Committee member in the year 2022 to 23. That is when we were all together. She has been a winner of club's table topic contest, IPL 2022. Winner of club level and district finalist for social media round of Honey Contest 2022. Imagine, it was so much fun watching her at that particular session. She is also the co-editor of Anthology of Toastmasters, a 100 stories book released recently by at Eloquent 2024, the district event. She has been a keynote speaker at various corporates of Gujarat like Tata Consultancy Services, Zydus and Reliance in Jamnagar. She's been a trainer for multiple topics at multiple corporate and community clubs of District 98. Over to you, and let's welcome her with a round of big applause. All of you unmute and applaud. Unmute and applaud. Because I don't want only that virtual sing. I want that feeling. Come on, unmute and applaud. Yes, great one. Over to you, Sakshi. And there will be a green light at 15 minutes. Okay, all of you unmute now. Yes, there will be the green signal at 15 minutes, and at 18 minutes you will get the yellow signal, and at 20 minutes the red signal, and you can wind up after that. And for 10 minutes I've allowed question answers. So if there are not many questions and you would like to add anything during that time, you can do that. So look forward to you. The session is now yours. The platform is all yours. Timer.
Thank you so much.
Yes, please spotlight the time. Yes.
I hope I'm clearly audible to everyone in the room.
If you can make yourself a little more louder.
Sure, I will. Is it better now?
Yes. Yes.
Thank
Is
you
the
so
timer
much.
there? Just a minute. Is the
Yes,
timer there? Because
Yes,
it's a joint meeting, I am not able to see the timer. Where is the timer?
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Please, can you
Uh,
name yourself? Can you name yourself timer? You have not renamed yourself timer. Timer underscore your name.
okay.
Yes. Then you can be also spotlighted. I request the Zoom master to spotlight the timer so that we are
Mom, I can't see the phone.
not able to see. Okay, okay. I will look at that. And Sakshi, you can start. Timer, you can start the timing now. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Very good.
Okay.
Kaplan is here. Yes. You can put timer white background now, and you can change it to green at 15 minutes, at 18 minutes yellow, 20 minutes red. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Excellent. Look at these young children, how much they are ready to learn. Absolutely quick to learn too. Yes, over to you, Sakshi. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Girija, distinguished Toastmaster Girija, ma'am. And thank you so much, dear members of our collaborative Gables Club team here, all the leaders of the club, all the members of the club. I'm so happy to be here. And Girja ma'am, she said that I never say no. You know why? Because this is a Gables Club. I love coming here, talking to children, listening to their ideas, thoughts, just words. How you give your time a report or anything adds value to my beauty of life. So thank you so much for having me here. Okay, so let's have an interactive session today. I won't be given a big jargonic thing. Maybe if at times I'm using a certain word that you are in case unable to understand or you need clarity, please do let me know, right? Thumbs up. Yes. So all I just want one understanding for myself that are we all in the age groups from 10 to 14 or more?
It's up to 80.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So, because my examples will vary because of that, right?
No problem. They understand because they are
Yes, I
nowadays
know.
used to all this. Yes.
Yes. And you know, the beauty of being a part of the Gables Club or in general Toastmasters is you learn beyond your age. You learn across age groups. A young person, maybe a younger person, may be evaluating an older person, and an older person may be giving a table topic on a topic given by a younger person. So, a lot of these mix and match things are happening, and that is actually leadership. Leaders are not people who are of a certain age. Leaders are people who just understand. Okay, so what do you understand? Give me 3 examples of leaders who come to your mind right now. Unmute yourself. Come on, let's speak. 3 leaders in terms. What was that, Vijay?
You didn't get it.
What was that? Hi, yes, please. Toastmaster Agni, Gavel or Agni. Tell me. Abraham Lincoln. Okay, yes, I read your answer. Thank you, Vyom. Any other answers?
I'd say Donald Trump.
He said
Donald.
Voice was
Donald Trump.
You can put it in the chat. Okay, Barack Obama. Yes. Okay. Gandhiji, Swami Vivekanand. Great. Now tell me, Narendra Modi. Yes. Now we are coming to contemporaries. Okay. Now give me a name. Rohit Sharma. Fantastic. That is what I was looking for. How come we are not talking of people in sports? Great. Because I wanted to ask you, have you not seen a leader recent times of your age or someone around your age? Yeah, Rohit Sharma, come on. Virat Kohli, a lot of people like that. And recently, who do you think has been doing so well in one of the sport that people, or rather a game that people don't understand much or are fearful of, and he's the youngest, and he just got the world
Mukesh.
championship.
Okay.
Yes, Gukesh. Yeah, very rightly said, Gukesh. So, how do you think Gukesh did not have a team, but he was a leader? How come without a team can you be a leader?
Yes.
How?
By hard.
Fantastic. Yes. You know who a leader is? In general language, a leader is someone that people want to follow, that people look up to, that people aspire to be like, that people feel ambitious to be like that person. You know, someone who inspires you so much. That is a leader. So, today, my session is about your steps to leadership. Leaders, like I said, they are not older people. When someone is 25, 30 years old, only then they can be leaders. No. Do you all play games in your neighborhood with your friends? Do you play games in your school? Do you play games? Do you just randomly pick something among your cousins? कि चलो आज ये करना है. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yes. So someone who's doing that initiation is also a leader. So you are a leader. You have been doing that, right? So why are you, how are you doing that? There's no age for it. How are you doing that? There are 6 processes that make you a leader. Today I will talk of those 6 processes. Okay, they are not steps, they are processes. You may be doing it. In fact, you all are doing that. Okay, but you may not have put a finger on it. Yeah, this is also helping me become a better leader. Okay, so today I'll tell you that. In fact, you know it. I'm just revising it for you. So there are 2 things. One is taking inputs, and the other is giving outputs. Fair? All of us are adept with computers. We know it takes an input and it gives an output. Even AI is doing that. It takes a prompt and it gives you something, right? Leadership has the same processes. There are 3 input methods and there are 3 output methods. So first thing is watching. When you're watching why do you say Rohit Sharma is a good player? He's a leader. Why? Because you watched him. By watching leaders, by watching people behave, by watching the circumstances in which they are behaving in that manner, by watching, you are learning. And watching is an input for you to become a leader. The way you see MS Dhoni leading his team with patience and calm in every situation, someday when you are going to lead a team, you will have that in your mind because you have watched him do it, right? Second style of input is listening or reading. What are these 2 things? They are inputs in the form of words. When you listen to a commentator talking about how Rohit plays, when you listen to a book review about a certain book, when you listen to your teachers giving lectures in class, when you listen to your parents telling you something fun, or when you just listen to the speeches here in Gavel's Club, everything that you're listening, everything that you're reading in books of your choice is becoming an input to how you will behave when you are a leader. So that is also an input to become a leader. So how many, wait. And third thing will be thinking. Thinking will also be an input to how you become, because listening and reading came from someone else. Watching came from someone else, but thinking will come from your own self, right? You think for yourself, you think for others, but who is doing that? We, ourselves, right? So how many, name the 3 inputs that you are taking as a leader?
Watching, listening, thinking.
Watching, listening.
Watching, listening,
Watching,
and
listening,
thinking.
Thinking.
Yes. Always remember, watching makes you a leader. Listening makes you a leader. And thinking definitely makes you a leader. Okay, these three things will make you a leader. Whether it is doing your class homework, listening to the teacher, watching the way teacher walks in, the way they move out, the way your friends behave, the way they move, everything is an input, and it will define the way you will lead when you have to. Okay, then we come to the output part. Okay, all these things have gone inside, and now it's time for action. Output is always action. Okay, that action is not necessarily that you'll go in the field and play, or you'll stand at the blackboard and write, but I'll give you those three outputs now. First is writing. Writing what you have seen. Yeah, there's a common English assignment that teachers give. Write a comprehension on, and they give you a certain topic, right? So why are they asking you to write a comprehension? Since class 1, you may have written comprehensions on a peacock, on an elephant, on a garden, on your grandparents. Why? Because you already have that input of watching them, listening to them, and thinking about them. So now it's time to output in writing. Okay. How writing becomes your tool to leadership? When you write, you are putting your thoughts. And when you write, there is a catch. They say only 100 words. Now you will write the best thing possible, because you only can write in those 100 words. They give you a time span. Today, for a speech, you may have been given a time of 5 to 7 minutes. The speech was written keeping in mind that I will be able to deliver it within that time frame, right? So you will put in the best words over there. You will put in the best ideas over there, because you have that catch. Leaders, if you notice, leaders come and they speak for a few minutes, but news channels will keep covering their speeches for 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. The whole day they will keep running parts of their speeches and elaborating on what they said and what they meant. Why? Because they know the art of speaking more in less. So when you write, you are writing using good language, good vocabulary, good phrases. That is a mark of a leader. Whether you are a 10-year-old or an 18-year-old or 22-year-old, whoever your bosses are, suppose your bosses, in school, your bosses are your teachers, okay? In colleges, again, your lecturer, teachers, fine. And in offices, they are your seniors. What are they looking at? How well do you write? Whether it is on keyboard or on paper. Are you able to present a good report? You are a leader. They will put you in that bracket who writes well. They will put you in a bracket who has the capability to frame the thoughts well. Okay? So that is one output. So in school or in college or wherever you are, practice writing well. These are basics. No matter how high flying a leader is, they still read, they still write their thoughts down. Why are people mad over reading what our American president has put up on Twitter? He will write that one paragraph and the world is crazy. Oh, he wrote this. So good writing skills are your tool to leadership. Second is speaking. Writing was when you were not directly talking or emoting. Writing was putting your thoughts across. Okay. But speaking will make you connect. Like right now, when I'm speaking, I am smiling. And the smile is conveyed in the way I'm speaking. If I speak like this and I tell you that there are 6 processes, and today I'm going to tell you of the 3 inputs and 3 outputs, is it not conveyed in the way I'm talking that I'm not smiling? Can you all feel that, yes, I'm not smiling while I'm speaking this? And I was smiling earlier. So how you speak matters. So as a leader, how you speak, so for an example, there may be a sports coach who's very strict, who'll come like, He'll keep whistling and he'll be like, what are you doing there? Come this side. Go take 5 runs. Do this, do that. And there will be one who will say, come on, children, let's come together. Let's go for this. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a run. Who will you want to listen to? Who will you want to follow the instructions of? Someone who was speaking well, right? So speaking well is again an example of becoming a better leader, a good leader. Like I said, a good leader or a leader itself is someone who people want to follow. If they don't want to follow you, you are not a leader. Okay? So, and the third thing is leading itself. When your third action is leading. How does leading happen? By putting all the best lessons learned out of those 5 things. The 3 inputs, the 2 outputs, and when you put them together, here is your leadership model. This is who you are. Because you must have seen that there are people who will come and tell you. This is in school. You may have a teacher who comes to tell you of a certain topic. Do this, do that. And then she will also tell you, today, 1 week later, you are having your annual sports day. 1 month later, you have your this thing to be done. Okay. But there will be a coordinator, someone above the teacher who's leading those teachers, who will come and say, come on, children, how's your preparation for the annual day? How are you all? Are you all pumped up to be a part of the annual day? Come on, let's do it. Raise a hand who want to volunteer to be a part of this. How is that coming? He's speaking well. He has written what he wants to say to you, and he has all the 3 inputs in mind. He's watched how children behave. He has listened to what children want to do in the annual report and third or annual day, and he has thought how to engage children to do what he wants for the school, right? So those are the 3 processes that every leader will follow. The 3 outputs were, now, what are the 3 outputs?
Writing,
Writing,
speaking.
Yes, writing, speaking, and leading, right? Okay. Abhi, all of these were processes, but I have seen Rohit Sharma doing something. So he's not always reading. He's not always writing. He's leading. He's in action. How is he leading? So again, now I will tell you 3. There are 2 things. One is their core skill. If he's a player, that's his core skill. He'll be a good player. And the other is a soft skill. While he's leading the team, how is he behaving with the team? That behavior also matters. So now again, we will come to 3 things in core skill, which is team building. Actually, core skill of a leader is decision making. Have all of you seen the movie MS Dhoni?
Yes.
Yes.
And you have admired how he has led Indian team to winning the Cricket World Cup and whatever he was doing. What was that first step? The decision he took that I will discontinue with my railways job and I will stay back at home, practice for the matches that I want to play. Decision making. Core skill of a leader is decision. The right decision at the right time. And how does that happen? By how it takes you further. So first thing is team building. A leader knows what kind of team he wants for a certain task, for a certain goal to be achieved. So team building means valuing each member of the team. You've seen that movie Chak De India, Chak De, Chak De India. You've seen Shah Rukh Khan. So what did he say? There was this one female player who was like, I don't want to do this. I will not take part. I will not do this. Okay. But when Team India was losing, the coach, Shah Rukh, went to that player. He said, you have that skill to now add value to the team. And I want to empower you to play in the team today and get us a winning match. So he brought that player back. So a leader is someone who values and knows the value of each and every member. He knows how to empower each and every member of the team. Today, one person may not be able to draw good pictures. So I will not take you for a big poster making, but I will definitely take you for writing on that poster, because handwriting, you could have a good handwriting. So I'll take you for that. I will make sure that I analyze your skills and I put your skills to the best forefront. You know, the best dancers are not the ones who are always in front. The best dancers are one who are always given that opportunity of rotation and still perform in front of the audience. So who made that rotation happen? The leader of the team. Okay. So that is one thing, that team building is a strong thing. When you start playing games with your friends, if you have 3 people in your team and 3 with the opponent, don't say, oh yeah, you don't play well. How will you become a better leader? When you tell them, see, this is what you do well and this is what is your weakness. So let's focus on your strength. When you say that, you empower your team and you become the leader. And everybody wants to be with you. Again, they want to follow you. Now you're automatically a leader, right? Second is problem solving. Suppose, say you, okay, today, now I'm talking about the elder ones. Okay, the ones who are 12 and above or 14 and above right now in the room. Problem solving, first step is analysis. Have you analyzed your problem? Whatever it is. Second is, are you going to solve it yourself? Or if you have a team, are you going to delegate it? So today, in case there is, in this meeting itself, suppose there was some lag in technical things and one of the Toastmaster in a key role had to drop. So what are we going to do? We are going to delegate that responsibility to someone else. But we will make sure that we achieve the goal of a successful meeting, right? So problem solving is again, and someone will say, ma'am, I can do it. Volunteering. That is again a part of problem solving. Okay. Third is collaboration. Today, you all are meeting here in collaboration of 3 Gavels clubs. That is fantastic. And that can only happen with the initiative of a leader. That initiative, if it was Girija ma'am, the credit is hers. If it was one of the ExCom members of the clubs, it is yours. And most importantly, to be a part of this collaborative meeting, the credit of being a team player goes to each one of you, right? So that is the thing. And now the soft skill part. These are the 3 core skills that every leader should have. And the 3 soft skills that you have: integrity, which means honesty. I will let you know what I am doing right. And if I am not, I will not do it. If I feel that such a thing is going towards the dishonesty part, it's going in the unethical part, I will not be a part of it. So that is integrity, honesty. Okay. Second is empathy. In case any one member of your team is not well or couldn't make it or somehow couldn't perform as well, we still need to empathize. Koi baat nahi, ho jayega. Don't worry, it's okay. It's fine. It was just another day. You'll do it better tomorrow, right? So that is how empathy works. And third is, most important skill of a leader is, while you are leading your team of less uh, skilled people or whatever, staying in touch with the more skilled people, whether it is your mentor, your guru, your teacher, whoever. Good leaders are always in connect with their leaders and gurus. Like today itself, I read the news that um, uh, foreigners are coming to Mahakumbh, right? And one of them, Steve Jobs' wife, has come here, taken the oath of being a Sanatani, and now she's in company of all the gurus, even though they are so high flying in the world leadership scenario. She has taken refuge under a guru and she has renamed herself as Kamala in India. So that is all happens when you are humble, when you are still in touch with your guru or mentors or whoever. So tell me, 3 core qualities of a leader are?
Inbuilding
Teaching leading.
Listening and
Problem
thinking.
solving.
collaboration,
Collaboration. Yes. Yes. Team building, problem solving, and collaboration. And what are all of these making you do? Decision making. They're making you a leader by taking a decision, right? And what are the three soft skills?
Integrity,
Integrity,
empathy,
empathy, and connecting with your gurus, with your mentors, right? So, whenever you are a leader, remember, as a leader, you are a sandwich between two layers. Someone who's above you, that is your mentor, your guru, your leaders up ahead, and someone who's below you. Empathy for someone who's below you in your team, and integrity towards both higher up and down under. So that is how you will become a fantastic leader. Is it a little okay, or was I going too fast or too high on my language and vocabulary, or was it fine? Let me know, please. I can see the red card.
it was fine.
Thank
It
you.
was fine.
It is
Over to
something
you,
then.
ma'am. Girija ma'am.
So if you've got any questions, anybody has got anything, any doubts, you can ask.
Yes.
Thank you for your feedback, Prayag. Everybody says the speed was absolutely fine.
Thank you.
I'm sure it was extremely compelling too. Anybody has any questions? Any doubts that you would like to ask her? Any how-tos? Any what you do not understand? Then you can ask. Yes, Aditya Gokul.
Yes, please.
You can ask the doubt. Yes, you can unmute yourself and talk.
Yes.
Aditya, yes.
If you're in a group and if people you're a leader and if people don't know that if you're a good one or a bad one, how do you convince them that you are a good one and you're worthy of that role?
Fantastic. Great question. So, first things first, whatever role you are in, please talk to your team about what you are here for. Okay. Suppose it's a team of, suppose it's a project of MUN. Have you all been a part of MUN or something? Or something, right? So
Yes.
what do? They know that there is a certain issue to be solved. Okay. There is some issue to be resolved. And you are the person who is going to work with the entire team. Talk about the topic. Talk about how you're, again, problem solving, right? The moment you mention the problem and the moment you offer the solutions, people are bound to respect your knowledge. People don't respect people because they are younger to you, older to you, eligible for you, for your knowledge or whatever. No, they will not. Like you said, why should they? Right? But the moment you tell them, you like share your knowledge, your problem solving skills, your talent, people understand. Yes, you're worthy. You know, let's do this together, Aditya. That is how Aditya. That is how they will say, right? So it's all about the way you work, how you work, what you work for. So your knowledge will act as your speaker. Someone who can vouch for you will be your knowledge. Yes. Anyone else? Anyone else? Do you have questions? Okay, one more thing. I will try to give you a scenario and you can give me a question. Is that fine, Girija ma'am?
Yes, sure. Please. People
Okay.
can unmute and answer, okay? Quickly you can answer. Yes.
Yes. So, suppose you are disagreeing with a friend of yours. That's a close friend, but somehow on a certain topic, you disagree with them. And both of you feel like, yeah, you don't even listen. I'm telling you this, leave it. I will not talk about it. Now, how are you going to resolve this?
Something
Has it
that
happened
happens
with
with even
someone?
the school. Absolutely. Even as adults, we do it. So I'm sure that it is, Unless it comes to really you have to do it, you try to avoid it. Come on. So, and if
Ma'am,
leader does not do that, how do you handle it? Who would like to speak about it? I think Ramanika wants to speak.
Agni has also raised a
Okay,
hand.
yes, Anshita has raised her hand. Yes, Anshita, you can speak. Yes.
Yes.
This is definitely a situation that happens pretty often, especially in my life, because we have to plan a lot of events and do a lot of stuff. So, in situations like this, what I like to do is take initiative in communication because it's always very important. As close friends, any kind of relationship, communication is like the best and the most important thing to do. So I'd like to listen to their point of views, but I'd also like to present mine in a very respectful manner. I won't bad talk them or disrespect them in any manner, but I would definitely say what I would want to say, as well as listening to them. And at the end, it would be a great discussion to hear different point of views, and obviously both of us will learn like something new. And at the end, we could come to a common ground and finalize on something which both of us agree on.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yes, Ramanika. Unmute yourself, please. Yes.
okay, the something I would do personally is with the person who I'm having an argument with, I would write down the pros and cons of the discussion of the topic we are talking about, and then we'll discuss on that topic and find whichever side we find most compromisable for both of us and settle on that.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yes, Agni, please tell me.
This type of thing regularly happens in my school. So what I would do with my close friend is we would just talk or at last argue and then leave it. Just like forget about it with no solution. Then when the time comes to give the solution, we'll just randomly make things up and we'll just tell. So that's all.
Good one.
I think
Yes,
so. I would do it.
Ahana. Ahana, you got something to say? Yes, you raised a hand.
Miss, I have to actually go somewhere. So is it fine if I exit the chat? I'll
Yes,
come
yes.
next week.
Yeah, I have already messaged you. You can leave. Yes.
Thank you.
You have a class. I know that. Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you, Praya, for
Could I
being
share my
kindly
suggestion?
included.
Yeah.
Yes,
Prayag has also given his input.
Prayag is given,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Okay. So I think everybody has spoken. So anybody else asking questions
Yes.
or just go ahead with
I
the.
want to share the experience how I feel when I'm in argument with someone. I think I had a lot of arguments in my life. My life goes with arguments. Me arguments with my parents, arguments with my friends, even arguments with my teachers. To be common, to be honest, I'm not such a guy who always goes up and says, yeah, I'll do whatever you say. I always mostly say no, but I try to change myself. And few back years from last year, I'm trying to hear what others say. I'm trying to listen. And before few years, I was like, I only say what I know and I never listen to others. I'm just trying to change myself. When my parents give an advice, I shut my ears and do whatever I think. But now I start to take it in my ears. And life changes when you hear something and when you listen something and when you see it in a different perspective. And sometimes even listening, hearing their idea could make our idea implement. There was an argument between me and my friend. Actually, we were planning about an event which was in control of both of us. He was having a great idea, but I wanted to give my idea and present that I was given the idea. So I wanted to do that, but this time I didn't want to speak harsh to him. So he was confessing his idea. And I heard to him and I said, your idea is great. And I said my idea to him. And actually, it was kind of manipulating him. After I said his idea was great and good, I said, let us take your idea. He was convinced by my idea and he took my idea and I got the credits. I used this method in this past few years for 2 years and I'm gaining a lot of success. Listen to others and be silent for some time. Share your opinion. They will take your opinion. Thank you. That's it.
Fantastic. So overall, I think whatever you have said, I think they all of you, all the ways of your solving the problem, all boil down to the same points that we mentioned: listening, watching, thinking, and then acting. Like whether it is writing, speaking, or leading. So congratulations to each one of you for being a leader already in your lives. All the best to each one. Remember, integrity also means win-win for everyone, whether you or your opponent. So, all the best to everyone. Thank you so much, Girja ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I request Anshita, the presiding officer, to just deliver a simple word of thanks. Thank you, Anshita. She does an excellent job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, on the behalf of the Eloquent Elites Gavel Club and Virudhunagar Gavel Club, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to distinguished Toastmaster Sakshi Shrivastava for such an enlightening and inspiring session on essential steps to become a strong leader. Your insights and experiences have truly equipped us with valuable tools to enhance our leadership skills. The real life examples you used really helped us resonate with leadership better. And after the session, I'm sure all of us will definitely be on our own journeys to becoming better leaders. Thank you for taking the time to guide us today and for leaving us with so much to reflect upon. Now we shall be moving on to the regular meeting structure. So I now would like to hand over to the Gavalier Master of the Day, Dhanushka, to take ahead the proceedings of this meeting. Over to you, Dhanushka.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I would like to share a small certificate here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'll just share it. The first one is 1 minute. Yeah. I will send it to Distinguished Toastmaster Sakshi. So hope you all can see it. Can you see it? I just want a reply, please.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
you can. Right. Thank you so much, Distinguished Toastmaster Sakshi. Thank you on behalf of the club counselor of Virudhunagar Club, Karkuvel Raja, and also the entire club of Virudhunagar and Eloquent Elites Club. Thanks a million for doing this. It resonated with all of them, I'm very sure, because you took particular care to see that you are able to connect with them very well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah. Now we can proceed to the, yes, GMoD is back here. Excellent. Yeah.
And we can lead the track in the same way that we lead the meeting every day, that it's a prepared speech session. The first speaker is Prayan Luniya, who is a student of Viti International School, and his hobbies are singing, poetry recitation, and basketball. He's a quite charming person. And can you turn on your video, please?
Yeah, that's okay. You go ahead and you speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I would also introduce his evaluator, Gavilia Ishan. He's a voracious reader and a passionate Gavilia who mesmerizes the audience with the charismatic gesture and masterclass evaluation. I request Gavilia Ishan to read out his objectives.
Where's Cavalier Ishan? I don't see. That's why I keep saying, put your evaluator 1, evaluator 2, highlight, then it becomes easy for the Zoom master to. Are you here, Ishan? Please unmute and speak.
Yes.
Okay. So please, can you? I don't see. Is it like some other phone name?
Your objectives are
Okay.
Selected appropriate outlines allow listener to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message. Use approximate transitions when moving from one idea to another. Create a strong opening and conclusion. Time 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you. All the best.
Yeah. So, what was it? Somebody said something? Since
Ma'am,
John is not
I
on
cannot,
video mode,
ma'am, I cannot add Gavelier Ishan to the spotlight.
yes, I got it. Yes, because he's not on video. I also checked that. So that is why we are not able to add. No problem. No problem. Yes. So he has read out the objectives. They are very clear. The timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Our timer is aware of it. So he will do the timing accordingly. Now you can announce the name of the name and the title. Over to General Gavel Master of the Day.
Ma'am, the introduction to rule with the Gavel Master of the Day did not start off with the introduction to role play.
Pardon me?
The Gavel Master of the Day did not start with the introduction to role plays. She started with the prepared speech section.
Oh, okay. You have got to first introduce the role players, right? The general evaluator, grammarian, AhCounter, listening master, their role. So first you have to introduce the role players, ask them to play their role, describe their role, and then start with the prepared speech section. It is given in the agenda. Yeah. Thank you for pointing out. Yes. Can you just invite the general evaluator to present? I request the general evaluator to join and
Yeah, ma'am.
yeah.
Will I start?
Yes, start. Present your role.
All right. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our guests. Benefit of our members and guests, I am the general evaluator. I will conduct.
Others, please unmute. Others unmute. I can hear noise. 1 minute, wait. Hear noise on the background. Everybody, please mute. Yes. Now we can start, Prayan. Vyom, yes, start.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our guests. For the benefit of our members and guests, I am the general evaluator today and I will conduct the evaluation portion of our meeting. During the evaluation session, I will be calling upon a team of grammarian, AhCounter, and timer to assist me with giving feedback on how members have performed in their meeting roles, including preparation, organization, timeliness, enthusiasm, and carrying out the duties. My observation began already. I will evaluate the entire meeting as well at the end. Thank you. Over to you, Gavel, Master of the Day.
Oh, thank you. And I would here to introduce the tag team of this day. And the timer is Gaviria Kabilan, who Kabilan is a voracious reader and who spends his time reading book about the world. And he's also an athlete who belongs to the school swimming team. And his interest in the stage acting resulted in the participation in many stage dramas. And here you can read your.
Thank you, Gavelier of the Day, Gavelier Danushka. Greetings, Gaveliers, Toastmasters. So, I am the timer for today's meet, Gavelier Kabilan. So, the objectives of the timers are I should note down the time limit spoken by the speakers, and at the general evaluation, I shall present my report.
Please now invite grammarian and AhCounter one after the other.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The next comes the AhCounter of the today's day, who is Mohammed
Mubashir
Mubashir.
is not there, so it is Prayag Jha who is doing it, so you can invite him. Yes. Not Prayag Jha, right? Who was it? Luniya. Prayag Jha, yes. Yes, AhCounter. Yes, he's here.
So you can read out your objectives, please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as a AhCounter is to help everyone to become more aware of their speaking habits. I will be listening carefully for the filler words or sounds that will reduce the effectiveness of the speech. These include words such as you know, and like, as well as the repeated words and phrases. I will also track any long pauses that could distract from the speech. At the end of the meeting, I will report the usage of these filler words for each speaker. This is not to criticize, but to provide awareness and help everyone to improve. Thank you.
So the third one is the grammarian, who is Gavelier Karthik Srinivas, a vibrant Gavelier who excels in all he touches, and his short-witted nature and his presence of mind have made him one of the best table topic speaker of the Virudhunagar Gavel Club. Can you read out your objective?
Wonderful introduction. And I am the grammarian of today's meet. As a grammarian, I shall take note of the not so good usages and the good usages spoken by the speaker. When I'm called by the general evaluator, I'll present my reports. And the word of the day is illustrate, which means selflessness. An example is all of the Cavaliers and Toastmasters all around the world are illustrate.
Thank you for introducing the word of the day. And now we can have the prepared speech session, who's the first speaker is Prayan Luniya. And the evaluator of speaker one, Gavilia Ishan.
Greetings, Cavaliers. I am here to read the objectives. Your objectives are select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make message clear with supporting materials directly contributing to that message. Use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another. Create a strong opening and conclusion. Your time is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you. All the best.
Gavilia Prayan Luniya, your topic is Life Matters and Matrix. The stage is yours.
Lives matter and matrix. Once upon a time, a man got lost in a desert. The water in his flask had run out 2 days ago. He knew that if he didn't get water soon, he would die. The man saw a small hut. He wondered, is it a mirage? Yet with some hope, he dragged his tired body to the hut. Wow, it was real. It was an abandoned hut. The man entered it, hoping against hope that he might find some water. His heart skipped a beat when he saw a water hand pump. He began working the hand pump, but no water came out. Finally, he gave up from exhaustion and frustration. Then the man noticed a bottle in one of the corner of the hut. It was filled with water and corked up to prevent evaporation. He uncorked the bottle and was about to gulp down the sweet and life giving water when he noticed a small note attached to it. Read it. Pour this water into the pump and it will start. Remember to fill the bottle when you're done. What to do? If I pour the water into the pump and if it did not work, my only chance of survival is gone. Hands trembling, he poured the water into the pump, said a prayer, and started working the pump. He heard a gurgling sound, and the water came gushing out. He luxuriated in the cool and refreshing stream. After drinking his fill, he filled the flask. He also filled the bottle and put the cork back in to prevent evaporation. He looked around the hut. He found a pencil. He wrote below the instruction. Believe me, it works. Fellow Gaviliers and guests, don't we relate to this story? Water is the life's matter and matrix, mother and medium. There is no life without water, said Nobel Prize winner Albert Gairugi, the discoverer of vitamin C. Water crisis is discussed and nauseum, yet it is important to discuss so that we can find new ideas and new solutions. We'll briefly discuss three factors today: importance of water, causes of scarcity, and solutions. Firstly, importance of water. Thousands have lived without food and love, not one without water, said W.H. Auden. Can anyone dispute that? Water is the essence of life. It is needed for one, drinking, second, sanitization, third, agriculture, and fourth, industry. Drinking water is vital for the survival of every cell in our body. It requires water to function. Water is needed for hygiene. People get communicable diseases when there is no water for sanitization. Water is used throughout agricultural operations. Every industry uses water cosmetics, chemicals, textiles, metals, and energy production, and paper, you name it. So, without water, we will perish. Now, let's look at three primary causes at scarcity: increasing use of water, pollution, and climate change. Water consumption. I'm really sorry. Water consumption is increasing due to global population, rapid urbanization, rising living standards, increased agricultural activity, and greed driven and not need driven consumption of products. Pollution is the next major contributor. Untreated waste is dumped into rivers and lakes. Climate change worsens the situation. Rises temperatures and that leads to more droughts. Glaciers are melting, impacting countries dependent on rivers fed by these glaciers. Let's look at three solutions. Conservation is the key. Simple actions like fixing leaks, using water efficient appliances, and turning off taps properly can go a long way. Farmers can adopt drip irrigation, and government must invest in products and recycle water. We must scale up rainwater harvesting at a global level. Governments and organizations must collaborate on managing the transborders water resources. We must replicate good models. One inspiring example comes from Japan, where water used for hand washing is then recycled for, for, for flushing toilets. Water used in washing machine can be redirected for cleaning floors or water non-edible plants. In conclusion, addressing water scarcity requires a collective consciousness and consistent effort. Good note to end. People lacking access to clean water has fallen from 1.1 billion in 2000 to 703 million in 2022. Discussions have helped. Aren't you happy we discussed this today? Over to you, Gavel Master of the Day.
Oh, it's a great speech about life matters and matrix, and I don't think that a member of the Gavel Club knows more, these much more about life and matters. I think this is all about the speech that you have heard all way in this Gavel meet, and let us go for the next speaker, who is Gavilier Darshan, a very young Gavilia who is exploring the realms of public speaking through his innocence and charm. He ranks fifth in chess nationals under the age of 12, and he is the winner of Group H Humorous Speech Contest 2024, who learns through patience and hard work. Can Gavilia Darshan can... turn on his video. Then I call upon his evaluator, Agnindrani Ghosh. He is a student in Loreto Convent in Delhi. He has been a Gavilier in Toastmaster International since December 2021 in Virudhunagar Gavel Club, and he is looking forward to have more interactive meetings and being able to learn and share more with others. Can you read out his objectives?
Greetings, everyone. Today, our second speaker of this meeting is going to deliver his project to organize your speech. The objectives are: select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message. Use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another. Create a strong opening and conclusion. Timer, please know the time limit is from 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker all the best. Thank you, and over to you, Gavel, Master of the Day.
And Gaviria Darshan, your topic is Ya Chubby, Fat and Huge. The stage is yours.
I'm chubby, fat, and huge. Ringleader, I think you need an eye checkup. Good evening, Gavilias, Toastmasters, and my dear friends. I am Darshan. I stand tall. Sorry. I stand small at the height of 120 centimeters. I don't know why people are concerned with my height and weight. One day, my neighbor and her son came to our house. My mother told me to accompany him. Though we were at the same age, when we stood next to each other, we were like a pumpkin and a matchstick. My neighbor came closer to me and said, Darshan, take off your shirt. I scratched my head and removed my shirt. She poked me on my bad chest and slapped her son. Didn't I tell you there are 12 pairs of ribcage bones, not 10? My mind was, Auntie, am I a living skeleton specimen to you? I felt happy inside, as my mother used to tell. Darshan, you are useless in doing household chores. At least I'm useful for a biology lesson. From that day, I decided to grow taller and muscular before someone else think I came out from a buried casket in the graveyard. The next day, I told my mother to enroll me in the gym. I had my gym attire on with energy drinks and walked into the gym at 6 in the morning. The gym trainer welcomed me and asked, Darshan, come here and tell your details. What's your height, boy? 120 centimeters, sir. What's your weight? 20 kilograms, sir. He took a calculator and typed something fierce. Then he said, Darshan, according to body mass index, you are underweight. I'm underweight. Even anyone can tell blindly I'm underweight. Why do you want a calculator to tell that? Wait a minute. Body mass index? I thought he was a physical trainer, but he turned out to be a physics teacher. Okay, boy. Why do you want to join our gym? Are you planning to lose weight? Losing weight? I'm losing my mind here. I replied, Sir, I'm here to gain some weight and grow taller, not as much as Burj Khalifa, but at least as tall as Eiffel Tower. Oh, that's great. Gym exercise are not easy, kid. Have you done any before? Yes, sir. I have done math exercise, abacus exercise, and book back exercise in English. Will they help me? Completely useless. Come here. Go and carry your comfortable tumbles of your comfortable weight. Literally, I looked upon all and found one suitable for me. Yes, It was my half-liter bottle. Believe me, it was really tough. I cannot hold it for more than 5 seconds. Ah, my hand is paining. Let me keep it down. Then my gym trainer suggested me to try pull-up bar. By hearing its name, I thought it's going to be easier, where it's going to pull me up by itself. But after seeing the pull-up bar, I realized I just need an escalator to reach there. My gym trainer came closer and lifted me with one of his hands and hung me on the bar. I hung on the bar for 5 minutes, like a Christmas star hanging outside the house. Then my gym trainer helped me to get down and said, Darshan, can we move to the next? No next, only rest. After a month of intense training, my mother checked my height and said, Darshan, it's grown. My height? No, your hair. After a month of intense training, only my hair was grown. No more physical exercise. Let's follow the easy path. Drink our health drink and become taller and stronger. My mother bought famous health drinks whose motto was drink our health drink and become taller and stronger. I had never grown, but the number of all health drinks in our house became taller and wider. I was fed up with this, and that's when the electric bulb in my mind turned on. I'm healthy and active. I take care of myself. I'm lean but clean. I'm thin but thoughtful. That's Darshan. Over to you.
So, Gavilia Darshan, it's a great interactive and descriptive speech that I ever had, and you had a great have great description and narration on your speech. So it was a great speech, and congratulations for completing your CC number 2.
Now both the speeches are over. You can hand over to the general evaluator to conduct the evaluation session.
Okay.
You can invite the general evaluator, introduce the general evaluator, and then because you did not introduce right in the beginning, when you do that, and then she will conduct the session. Thank you, Dhanushka.
Okay. So today's general evaluator is Vyom Mayekar is a New Horizon Scholarship School, and he enjoys playing football and cycling. He is interested in robotics and aircrafts, and he enjoys watching movies and spending time with his friends. So I welcome the general evaluator of this day to give an evaluation.
He will conduct the evaluation session and then give the evaluation. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Over to you, Vyom. You conduct the session.
Just 1 minute. Hello everyone. It is my privilege to present the observations. Collaboration fosters great learning, and in today's meeting we have seen this happen where the Virudhunagar and Eloquent Elites Gavel Club hosts a joint meeting. The speech by Gavelier Prayan on Life Smarter and Neat.
1 minute. Before you do that, you are expected to request the speech evaluators to come and present their speech evaluation. Then the grammarian, AhCounter, timer will give report. Then the listening master will conduct it. After that, you will present your report. You have started your report. You are supposed to conduct the evaluation session. You have a script there. What are you supposed to read, right?
Oh.
So, yes, start that.
This evaluation session is the most important session of our meeting. All the evaluators will give us feedback. I would like to call upon the speech evaluators to evaluate the speakers.
Yes. So now the first evaluator is Darshan, right?
Yeah.
No, first invite the first evaluator for the first speaker.
It's Gavel Ishan.
Yes. So call Gavel Ishan because I don't see his video. It is always very difficult to. Ishan, are you going to come on video right now?
Ma'am, he is only on audio. Neither can I do add him to Spotlight.
My
Okay.
video is
So
currently
you
not
can
working,
present it
ma'am.
then by audio. Please go ahead and let's not waste time. Yes.
Like to invite a speech evaluator Gavilier Ishan to present the report.
Ishan, please start.
Okay. Good morning. Greetings, Gaviliers, Toastmasters, and guests. I'm going to give the evaluation for the first speaker, Prayan Luniya. So, to start with, your speech was extraordinary. You had so much facts, and I can see you researched very hard for finding the script for your topic, and I really enjoyed listening to it. Your voice was audible, and you had a lot of voice modulations and so on. So I would advise you to stand up, and I would like you to move front back and use more hand gestures for your speech. But when you spoke about the water, that was very good because I learned about water, how it increases, how it used as a resource. So currently we are learning about water in our chemistry. Maybe this will be helpful for me to learn the subject, and I understand because chemistry is really not my strong suit. But why am I talking about chemistry? Let's get back to your evaluation. Then you could also add more humor. It was full of facts, so people might, some people I know might get bored listening to only facts. So you can add some gestures in your speech. But overall, it was great speech, and I congratulate you for completing your CO. And I hope you'll do better on your future CCs. Over to the head.
Yes. So the general evaluator now, you can invite the next evaluator, Agnindrani Ghosh, to evaluate the speech of the second speaker, Darshan. Yes.
I would like to invite Gavelia Agnindrani Ghosh to evaluate the second speaker.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Greetings, everyone, once again. And today I'm again back with my evaluation report for our second speaker, Gavla Darshan. So, starting with the speaker, Gavla Darshan had a perfect blend of beautiful hand gestures, like my like whenever you're telling something related with yourself, you're telling my like this, you're expressing it. It was very beautiful. Then you also said something with five, so it was beautifully expressed. Secondly, the humor punches. Once you told when you're standing beside a neighbor, you told it was like a pumpkin with a matchstick, like that, and etc. There were many humor punches, and if I note it down, it will take my whole page. But there are some recommendations like characterization. When you first went to the gym, the speaker said that there was the gym teacher and Darshan. So the gym teacher could have been placed like this towards your right side. The gym teacher, whenever the speaker was telling the dialogues, the gym teacher's dialogue could have been said from this angle, and the speaker's dialogue could have been said from this angle. So it would have been like differentiated who was telling when. Secondly, stage movement. When the speaker was telling, for example, escalator, they would have shown escalator like this with stage movement and hand gestures and etc. like that. But There was amazing voice modulation in the speech, like no next, only rest. These were beautifully said, but only with some improvement in characterization and stage movement. The speech would have been beautiful because the speech already had beautiful hand gestures, humor punches, and amazing voice modulation. All the best for your future speeches. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
I would like to invite the grammarian to present his report.
Greetings, Gavelius Toastmasters. Today I was piled up with a lot of good usages. My ears are filled with joy. And now let me share my report. And today the good usages spoke by the speakers are: first things first. Next thing is innovation, and life is life is life is matrix. And next thing is he said, the Gavelier Darshan said, it doesn't matter you be tall or short or lean or thin. It matters about how your brain is, like how you think. And now we move on to not some good usages. Even a diamond has its own minuses, and some of the not so good usages spoken by speakers are: I wanted to become one. And next thing is he is, that's, it was said to be in past tense, and it was mispronounced. He actually spoke in present tense. It's not he is, it was he was. The next thing is he literally wanted to change. It was said by myself, it has to be changed as he literally wanted to change his mind. I actually mispronounced that words. Thank you. And today the speakers' words were really good words were piled up. And the sad thing is nobody used the word of the day and the theme of the day. I hope that in future everybody uses it. Thank you, and let me hand over the stage to the general evaluator.
Now I would like to invite the AhCounter, Prayag Jha, to present his report.
Some of their usage, which like Prayan, Luniya, Agnindrani, Ghosh could improve, such as Prayan Luniya said one, two times. He said had dent two times, pause between new and a big pause between water and pollution. Cavalier Master of the Day, Dhanushka, said seven times and so one time. Agindra Ghosh said related two times. He said had are two times. Ben was continuing two times. And Cavalier Darshan and Sakshi did not use any filler words. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Now I would like to invite the timer to present his reports.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Greetings, everyone. First, let us start with the educational session. Toastmaster Sakshi took 26 minutes and 59 seconds. The prepared speech session, speaker number 1, Gavelier Prayan Luniya, took 5 minutes 49 seconds. The prepared speaker, Gavelier Darshan, took 5 minutes 33 seconds. The evaluation session, evaluator number 1, Ishan, took 1 minute 53 seconds. And evaluator number 2, Gavelier Agni, took 2 minutes 16 seconds. Thank you.
Now you can present the report. You can call the listening master to conduct the session. Yes.
I would like to invite the listening master to present the report.
Greetings, Cavaliers. I'm the listening master of today's meeting. So now I'm here to conduct a small questioning session. So the first, if you're willing to answer, just raise your hand. And the first question is, who a leader is?
Who's a leader? That is the question. Everybody can unmute and just speak, because we will otherwise be wasting time. You can just unmute and speak, because there are many answers to it, right? You can just speak one after the other. Come on. Who is a leader? You are asking about what Sakshi ji said from on the
Yeah,
basis of that? Yes. Okay. So what did you listen? Who is a leader according to the speaker of the day?
Who follows the three inputs, three outputs?
The
Excellent.
leader is the one who controls all the members of the group.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
A leader who is somebody who solves problems and is a decision maker.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Someone people who want to follow and who takes initiatives.
Someone who people want to follow. Yes. Excellent.
motivating.
A motivating person, says Prayag. Yes. Excellent. Okay, we can move on to the next question now.
Ma'am, a leader is a person in the team who takes care of all the members in the team and also the responsibilities like what they should do.
Oh,
And
excellent.
always a leader encourages them and motivates them.
Wonderful. I request everybody to put on your video so that we can also take the photograph and also answer. Unmute and answer, because it's the listening session. I want everybody to be active. Yes. Please put on your video so that we can take a group photograph also. Yes. Go ahead with the next question. Yes. Thank you. The wonderful answers.
Thank you for the answers. So let me move on to the next question. So where did Gavilia Dutton enjoy to gain weight? What were the steps taken? Yeah.
He went to the
He
gym.
went to the gym and tried a healthy diet.
Yeah, thank you. And let us move on to the third question. That is, Sakshi, the speaker of today mentioned it in her speech. So, what were the three styles of input?
Speaking, listening, and thinking.
Yeah.
Watching, listening, and thinking.
Let us move on to the that's
Listening, thinking.
Yes,
thank
watching,
you for your
listening.
answers. So, let us move on to the next question. What were the three styles of output?
Writing, writing, and leading.
Yeah. No. So, speak. So, what was the main idea? Was the speaker one speech? Like, what did he talk about?
What was it, the topic?
Lives, matter, and matrix.
No. Achha, you are talking about the first speaker. Okay. Go ahead. Yes. Ask the next question, please.
So, next question is, we were Sakshi mentioned like six things that makes you a leader. So can you mention some of those?
Integrity.
Yeah.
Problem solving.
Problem
Decision
solving.
making.
Yeah.
Decision making.
Nice. Some of your collaboration, volunteering, team building, and exchange. Thank you. Thank you for all the volunteers who volunteered and those answers was wonderful. And over to the Gavelier of the day.
Okay. The Gavel Master, the General Evaluator. Now again, you can take the floor and report. Give the report now. Yes.
Yeah. Gavel Master of the Day, fellow Gaveliers, esteemed Toastmasters, and dear guests. The purpose of the General Evaluator is to observe and evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. Before and during the meeting, I have taken notes on everything that happened and did not happen. These are my observations before meeting. The Sergeant at Arms presented the mission of Toastmasters correctly. Since the gavel master of the day did not have the speaker's introduction, the guest was introduced by Toastmaster Girija. It is so wonderful to start the new year with an educational guiding session on leadership by TM Sakshi. She explained how a leader is someone who looks upon to. She explained the importance of inputs such as listening and watching, as well as the outputs such as writing, speaking, and leading to become an effective leader. I noticed that the TM's computer voice output was so low. The session exceeded the 45 minutes time limit. Addressing these issues can be considered next step. The word of the day was not used by her in her speech. 9 participants had turned their video off during the session. The Gavel Master of the Day skipped the part of the introduction to role players. The General Evaluator brought this to the notice of the members. Further, the Gavel Master of the Day introduced all role players except the General Evaluator Gavelier Vyom. The grammarian incorrectly pronounced the word of the day. It is altruistic and not altruistic. The introduction presentation on the word of the day, which includes the example sentences of usage, was not given. The speech by Gavelier Prayan on lives matter and matrix was informative. In 2 instances, I noticed that he used the word sanitization. However, the word sanitation would have been more appropriate. The word of the day was not included in the speech. The speech by Gavelier Darshan was engaging. He delivered a very important message with humor. I noticed Gavelier Prayag laughing constantly during the speech. Laughing can sometimes distract the speaker and can be avoided. I would also recommend the active listener to increase more questions, maybe around 10 questions or at least 7. The grammarian also did well. I appreciate him, as well as the AhCounter. Over to you, Gavel, a master of the day.
Excellent.
Thank you, the General Evaluator. You had a great observation on the meeting of today's. And
can we conduct the polls and so that you can hand it over to...
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to speak anything on the topic, you can speak. Otherwise, you can hand it over to the presiding officer for vote of thanks. Before that, I will also launch the polls.
Ma'am, Gavelier Tanushri is going to have a polling session. I think so. She's going to have a poll on her own, and she would be sharing it in the chat box.
Achha, she has prepared the polls. I was not aware of it, so I have also prepared polls. Okay, let her post. I don't know. How is it? Let's experience.
Actually, I didn't prepare polls.
Okay.
You may share yours.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll be sharing the polls now. Do you want to speak anything on this thing? You can time simultaneously go on. Do you want to say anything on the theme?
No, it's okay on that thing.
Okay. First, we'll start I'm launching the prepared speech section, the poll. The speakers were Prayan, Luniya, and Darshan. Please start voting. 21 of 29 people have voted, 72%. So actually 3 cannot vote because we are all co-hosts and hosts. So at least 26 votes should be there. Now 23 votes have come in. Now I'm beginning the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. I request everybody to please mute because I can hear some background noise. I'm closing the poll. Yes, 26 people have voted. So here is the result. I'm sharing the result. Congratulations, Darshan. Wonderful. Very nice. And Prayan, Luniya, congratulations to you too for completing the project too. Congratulations, Darshan. You get the Best Speaker of the Day certificate. As soon as I get all the details from your club counselor, I wanted your Gavel Club number so that it can be included in the certificate. Only after that, I will be able to share the certificates. So I'm waiting for that. I think he's not well and he's gone to the hospital. So I will come back to you and will share once I get the number. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations. Yes. Any question? Okay, we go back. Now I'm launching the next poll that is on speech evaluation. Okay, we had 2 speech evaluators. You had, who was it? Darshan and Agnindrani Dosh. Yeah.
Ma'am, it was Gavle Ishan.
Yes, Ishan. Ishan presented for Darshan. Okay, fine. Yeah, got it.
Ishan presented for Gavle Prayan.
Gavelier Prayan, yes. So Ishan's evaluation and Agnindrani Ghosh. Everybody knows. Thank you so much, Agni, for correcting. Because I'm not familiar with the members and the details came just yesterday and I had prepared it just some time back. So I get like 50% vote. Come on, start voting. Start voting, please. So I have got like 22 out of 29 votes. More votes should be coming. I'm beginning the countdown. 5, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. 2 more votes to come. 2, 1. Okay, we didn't get it. So I think here is the poll ending. The name has given wrong, but the result has come like Darshan. So I will launch the poll again because the mistake was there in the name. I don't know whether people confused it with the speaker and this. So I'm launching, I will edit the poll and I will launch it again. Okay. So I'm closing this poll. Now I'm starting the next poll. For the auxiliary role. For the auxiliary role, you've got here the 3 grammarian, AhCounter and timer. Please start voting. "24 votes only now also. 25 has come in. Yes. One more has to come. I'm starting the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Yes. So I have to end the poll and I'm sharing the results. Grammarian Karthik Srinivas gets a maximum votes. Congratulations. And congratulations to Prayag Jha and Kabilin for doing their roles very well. Absolutely. Congratulations, Grammarian Karthik. Now I go back to the 4th one, meeting experience enhancers. That is the Zoom master and the listening master. So Harnish Ghosh and Sadhana Shri, both are there. So awaiting your votes. Quickly vote, please. Okay. So I'm ending the poll. We got only 22, but I'm just starting the countdown now. 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Okay. So Zoom Master Harnish gets a maximum votes. Congratulations, Harnish Ghosh. And Sadhana Shri, good luck to you. You did a wonderful job. Just try to increase the number of questions. Yes. Now we move back to the next one, primary roles, right? Yes. The Gavel Master of the Day and the General Evaluator. Okay. 21 votes have come in. I'm starting the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1. So the general evaluator of the day, Vyom Mayekar, gets a maximum votes. Congratulations, Vyom, and best of luck, Danishka. Effort is always, it will yield fruits, right? So because we are coordinating for the first time, probably we couldn't met many of the messages early. So it's very important that we coordinate. That is why I have taken your number. Your counselor, he was very coordinating and supportive. He wanted to do it very eagerly. This collaboration, you have it for the benefit of all of you. But unfortunately, due to his health condition, we couldn't coordinate very well. So now that you also will be part of the group, I'm sure that we will get immediate replies and we'll be able to coordinate better. Okay? Yeah. I'm stopping sharing, and then I would like to edit this and then post it. 1 minute. I will just launch the poll of the speech evaluation. I will just add. So we'll have to reconduct it. This is the first one is Ishan, who evaluated Prayan Luniya's speech. And the next one is Agnindrani Ghosh, who did it for Darshan's speech. Agni Ghosh. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm launching this poll. Please vote once again. So it is between two speech evaluators, Ishan and Agni Ghosh. Please please cast your votes. Only 17 have been cast until now. Thought last time because there was a name confusion, so the voting was less. Please vote. 20 out of 28 have voted. 22, please go ahead and vote more. 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1. So you can see the results here. Ishan has got the maximum number of votes. So I'm sharing the results here. You can see it, all of you. 13 out of 23 votes and Agni 10. So congratulations, Ishan. And Agni, you also did a wonderful job. Ishan, my advice would be to keep the video on. It's very important to keep the video on. It makes a huge difference, right? It's not about securing votes here. If you are looking at becoming a good speech evaluator and participating in competitions, it's important that you have your presence on the video, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me stop and then I go back. So all the polls are launched and the certificates will be shared once I get all the details of your club so that I can put it on the certificate. Then the certificate becomes valid one, right? So uh, over to you, Gavel Master of the Day. You can close it and give it to the presiding officer so that she will close it with her notes.
No, this was the wonderful collaborating meeting that I have ever had, and this is the first meeting with the other Gavel clubs, and I have got more information and the speaking textures and the gestures that everyone had. This would help me more on my next speeches in the Virudhunagar Gavel club, and the educational speech that Shrivastava ma'am had delivered today is a greatest thing, and it is a most interactive and informative speech. I was just thinking about the educational speech that would be getting boring on having heard about this educational speech. I was just like thought that it would be a boring session, but on hearing her speech, it is a great informative and interactive speech that I ever had, and this meet makes me more interested about this public speaking and and my English and to develop my English speech. So I give the stage to the sergeant at arms to advance the meeting.
Sorry, not Sergeant at Arms. It is the presiding officer you hand over it to.
Okay.
The presiding officer was Anshita Agrawal. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As presiding officer, I'm delighted to say we had a truly wonderful meeting today, especially in terms of how well it went, and it was our first collaborative meeting. First and foremost, congratulations to our Gavel Master of the Day, Dhanushka, for leading us seamlessly through the insightful theme of Leaders Unify. A very special thank you to distinguished Toastmaster Sakshi Shrivastava for conducting the educational session and providing us all with helpful insights on leadership. A huge thank you to our general evaluator, Vyom, for your invaluable insights. Your feedback added so much value to our session. I'd also like to commend Prayan and Darshan for successfully completing the second project. Well done. And thank you, Gavilia Ishan and Agnindrani, for your thoughtful evaluations, which truly enrich the presentations. Kudos to all role players. Dhanushka, who set the tone of our meeting with her high energy welcome as Sergeant at Arms. A shout out to Gavilia Sadhana, who kept us engaged and alert as our active listener. To Gavilia Karthik for his exemplary work as Grammarian. To Gavilia Prayag for tracking our R's and Ums as the AhCounter. For Kabilan for excellently completing the timer role, and Gavilia Harnish for managing the Zoom meeting as the Zoom master. With a deep sense of appreciation and excitement for our next gathering, I thank each one of you for making today's meeting such a success. And with that, I now declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So I just stop the recording and then we can continue.